President Trump has formally signed a 14-point memo of understanding with Iran. The document states the U.S., Tehran, and their allies agree to immediately end all military operations. Mr. Trump warned he could order new strikes if Iran's leaders, quote, don't behave.
If they don't come through, is it a threat that we'd bomb? You can call whatever you want, but it'll probably happen.
Iran's president also signed the Memorandum of Understanding yesterday. The agreement also states the U.S. will waive some sanctions against Iran and defers nuclear talks, which was a key reason for the military operation. Some critics argue the memo will leave Tehran stronger than before. CBS News senior White House and political correspondent Ed O'Keefe brings us more on the situation with Iran. Ed, good morning. The critique of this is that most people don't understand what the U.S. has now that it didn't have before this campaign began more than 100 days ago. So what's the reaction to this memo?
Well, look, this agreement earned nearly universal praise from European leaders President Trump met with this week. Even the Pope supports it because they're eager to see the conflict resolved. But back here at home, the president faces intense bipartisan criticism, even as he says it's better than the alternative: prolonged war and global economic uncertainty. President Trump picked a famous peace treaty setting, the ornate Palace of Versailles, at a private dinner with the French president to sign the memo that sets up 60 days of talks with Iran. Only then the two sides will begin hammering out his long-stated main objective.
Iran will never have a nuclear weapon.
The U.S. and Iran have 2 months to address the issue of nuclear enrichment and resolve how to dispose of Iran's enriched uranium. But the president warned it may take more time.
Could take longer. Just as long as they're behaving, I really don't care that much.
Earlier, he conceded domestic political pressure compelled him to act.
I didn't want to see economic catastrophe. If you kept this going, that could have happened. But all I know is every time we talked about the possibility of peace, the stock market shot up like a rocket ship.
And despite declaring on the first day of the attacks,
we are going to destroy their missiles and raise their missile industry to the ground.
Now he says Iran should have ballistic missiles for self-defense.
I'm saying that if other countries have them, it's a little bit unfair for them not to have some.
But back home,
it's going to leave Iran stronger.
Louisiana Republican Senator Bill Cassidy called the deal the worst foreign policy blunder in decades. North Carolina Republican Senator Tom Tillis says Congress should get to sign off.
The only way you get an agreement that lasts for a generation is to have the binding force of a congressionally ratified treaty or agreement.
And Democrats argue Trump gave away too much to Iran.
Trump started this war. He didn't know how to finish it. And it looks like in too many ways he has just capitulated to the Iranians.
While the president and Iran's leadership have now officially signed off on the deal, Vice President Vance is still scheduled to visit Switzerland to meet with Iranian leaders tomorrow, and we expect the first round of technical talks to begin on Saturday. Errol?
All right, Ed O'Keefe at the White House. Ed, thank you.